Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This one's all about Libertad and why I think it's the best faction for objective-based game modes. I'll have a look at what the abilities do and when you should be using them to better yours and your teammates' chances to secure the objective or just hold down an area. I'll also give you guys a few tips and pointers so you can maximize your experience while using this faction. So first up, if you didn't know, Libertad's passive constantly heals you and nearby teammates if they've taken damage. When using Libertad, you have two ability options. You can use Buy a Vita Boost to also heal you and your teammates just a bit faster than the passive. Just for this video, I'll refer to this ability as Boost, just for the sake of repeating it. Now personally, I'm not a big fan of Boost. It seems more of a personal ability than a team-based one, since your teammates have to be fairly close and it only lasts about 6 seconds. Also, your teammates can't see it like the other one, and I think when your teammates can see the ability, they're more likely to stand on it or use it to regen their health if they've taken damage. The second option is my favourite and in my opinion very underrated if you actually know how to use it properly, the El Remedo. With this one, you can throw a canister that will let out a mist and heal you and teammates until it's destroyed or cancelled, and if you watch the gameplay on screen, you can see just how it should be used. I'll give you my best tips and tricks here in a moment, but first let me tell you about the ultimate Medico Supremo. It lets you use a backpack that gives you and your teammates 200 health, and if they're standing close by, a very quick health regen. But it doesn't last too long. If you use it at the right time, it can definitely be the difference between capturing an objective or helping your team overall to clear an area you're trying to capture. It essentially gives you and any teammates in its radius a massive health boost and extremely fast health regen. I find it best used either directly on the objective when you're being pushed, or if you're struggling to get to an area or objective, you just put it down just before you get where you're going and hope while it's active you get pushed so you can have the advantage before it runs out. Now it doesn't last really long, so you kind of have to know when it's worth using. But that all comes down to experience, but personally I would just place it directly on the hill if you're struggling to hold it, or straight on the B flag in domination while your teammates are with you, for example. I don't use boost too much, so I won't cover it a heap in this video, but it's pretty self-explanatory. If you're in a gunfight with or without teammates close by and take some damage and know you're about to engage in another fight, if you have a quick second, you should pop this so your health regens instantly starts at the quicker speed instead of building up. It also heals your teammates too, which is handy. But the El Remedo is the one I want to talk about most today. I don't see this used nearly enough in objective-based game modes, and I think it's partly because people don't really know how to use it to its full potential. Now, if you pay attention to the gameplay, you will notice if I have the option, I'll place the canister around the corner to where the enemies are located and use it to continuously peek. I'll pop out, shoot someone, and when I take some damage, I'll pop back around the corner and regen health super fast and then re-chow to catch them off guard. But if that's not an option, I'll just throw it at my feet. I always make sure it's out of the enemy's line of sight, so it's not their focus to destroy it, because if they shoot it or EMP grenade it or anything like that, it's done. This is best used near or around the corner from the objective where your team will be coming from, because it will heal them as they push the objective. I've thrown these down before and literally got over 1,000 plus healing points from one canister. So it definitely is a massive help to you and your teammates. If you master this one, it really will be a game changer for you and your teammates when playing these intense, fast-paced, objective-based game modes that you're struggling to win. The ultimate is used in pretty much the same scenario as El Remedo. The only other tips I can give you for the ultimate is to try and think about where you're placing it, because it doesn't last a great deal of time and it's definitely in your favour to use it when your teammates are there to help. It's also great to use if you're trying to peek a corner for longer than usual to engage multiple enemies at once. You'll usually be able to catch them off guard and win the gunfight, since you'll have 200 health and an insanely fast regen. It has to be mentioned that the cleanest faction is Libertad's worst enemy with their fire bullets. I won't go in depth, but essentially Libertad starts healing as soon as you stop taking damage, so if you hit with incendiary rounds, it kind of negates that immediate regen. By all means, this isn't a full in-depth guide on Libertad faction, this is just my take on it and some quick simple tips to help you and some newer players out. If you watch the gameplay in the background, you probably picked up on some things I never mentioned. But if you want to see another video going a bit more in depth about Libertad, I can do that if that's what you want to see. I hope this helps even anyone out, and don't be afraid to go out and use the Libertad faction and play around a bit with it, because I'm telling you, once you've got it all down pat, it'll make winning objective-based game modes that much easier, especially if you're solo queuing. It's a lot better paired with teammates in a party so you can communicate what you're doing with your abilities, but it still works great if you play around your solo queue teammates. Anyways guys, I want to say if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate your heaps. I know this content probably isn't the best quality, but I'm new to this YouTube thing and I'm learning as I go. I'm trying to improve quality each video. But if you did enjoy this one and thought of some tips or the gameplay taught you something, please leave a like in this video. If you want to see more XDefiant videos, you can subscribe to this channel. We're getting closer and closer to 250 subs and I appreciate you all. Also, I'm not too sure what type of content to post, so I'm just experimenting with different types. But if there's any style of video you would like to see, whether that be more build videos, random commentaries about stuff that's happening in XDefiant, or just tips and tricks for factions or guns, etc., just let me know in the comments below. I'm still making build videos to post and I have a couple in the making right now, but I don't think they're really that entertaining. But I only post them to help some newer players out since there's not a whole heap of content for XDefiant right now. Anyways guys, have a good one. I hope to see you in the next video and thanks for watching. Cheers.